Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, May 19th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com over the past week. We had a little bit of clarification on the Google Helpful Content update, where obviously originally it launched to demote unhelpful content, and now it's going to start to promote hidden gems, which we just kind of discussed last week, but wanted to clarify that. 2, there's an unconfirmed Google algorithm update rolling out right now. We saw signals of it on May 16th, 17th, 18th, and it's actually much more prominent right now on the 19th, Friday. Bard has added big chat-like citations. There seems to be a drop in the number of local packs showing up in Google search and a lot more, so definitely stay tuned. And of course, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Wix. Thank you, Wix, for sponsoring. So you know that they now have a headless solution for your content platform. They also announced this week that they have integration with Google Ads, so definitely check it out. And thank you so much, Wix, for sponsoring. Deeply appreciate it. And also, I have this new video intro clip-ish thing from Mike Ginley. So thank you, Mike. Here it is. So Google, a week or so ago at Google I/O, announced that they're coming up with a new helpful content update. I discussed this last week, where this helpful content update will now try to promote and discover hidden gems deep within forums, blog posts, etc., and articles and stuff like that. Glenn Gabe actually said, hey, you know what? I look back and the helpful content update originally and throughout its lifespan up until now has only been about demoting unhelpful content. This was about making sure that content that was not helpful, that was written for just manipulating Google search and for ranking purposes and not for users, just for search engines, would be demoted. Now Google's saying, oh, we're going to actually use this to promote content that is considered hidden gems deep within forum posts, threads, deep within blog posts, etc., etc. So that's a good distinction. Danny Sullivan kind of confirmed that, yes, the helpful content systems will be working to identify and show more hidden gems on search, along with still performing to ensure unhelpful content is not performing well. So yeah, that's pretty cool to just get that clarification on. There was an unconfirmed Google search ranking update that actually is still going out right now. Google has not confirmed it, like I said. It seemed to have started as early as May 16th. And it's continuing out throughout today. So 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Definitely seeing a lot of chatter in the SEO forums, seeing significant signs from the actual tools. They're even heating up even more today. So you can see things like Rank Ranger, Mozcast, SEMrush, all the big tools are showing cognitive SEO. They're all showing significant volatility throughout most of this week, including today, even more so today. So if you are noticing ranking changes, you are definitely not alone. Late on Friday, Google Bard released an update. One is where they're able to better summarize content, but now also they're actually showing citation links similar to how Bing Chat works, where they have a little number, like a citation, like a typical citation in a book. You click on that number, it will then reveal the actual link as an underline to the actual source. It looks like Bing, feels like Bing Chat. It's not Bing Chat because the citations are horrible. Almost all the examples, except for Wikipedia, all the examples except for the Wikipedia examples that I saw were either park domains or 404 pages or pages that no longer exist. So you click over to them and the page is not there. And definitely not the best type of page, except for the Wikipedia results. But generally, these links are pretty bad. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it was interesting to see. On Monday, I posted an article about why I think Google needs to not only have links to publishers in this new Google search generative experience, the new Google AI search, but also needs to encourage searchers to click to those publishers, to your websites. I think I'm explaining why that is needed from Google. The main reason, like I said, is their ads and their revenue. About 80% of their ad revenue, of their revenue in total for the whole entire Google company comes from clicks on search ads. About 80%. If people do not click on organic listings or do not click on search results in the future, Google's going to have to change and turn their business model upside down because they make their money by people clicking on search ads. Now, they can do that in the long run, but in the short term, they are not willing to go ahead and remove 80% or threaten or risk 80% of their revenue by redesigning the search results in a way that people will not click on publisher websites and especially not click on search ads. So I think, at least in the short term, we're okay with Google trying to encourage clicks because clicks is how they make their money. In the long run, I'm sure they'll figure out ways around it. But in the short term, I think we're okay. But again, we will see when this launches. Hopefully, the next week or two, we'll be able to play with it and see, what type of clicks. And I'm also interviewing Kathy Edwards at XMX in a couple weeks, where I will be asking Kathy all these types of questions around publishers and clicks and all this stuff. So definitely register. It's a free conference. I'll be interviewing Kathy Edwards from Google and Michael Schechter from Microsoft about the future of search. So I'm very interested. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It seems like Google has reduced the number of local packs that are showing up in the actual search results. Joy Hawkins spotted this. There's also a local search forum thread where people are saying, the local SEO experts are saying, yeah, this is happening. It's not for every query, but it's for some types of queries where Google's just not showing it, or they're pushing down the local pack significantly in the search results. I asked Google for a comment on this. Google has not commented on this. Rank Ranger and Svi Barish noticed this also across their tools, more so on desktop than on mobile, but there does seem to be some type of big drop in the local pack showing up in the Google search results. I'm not sure if it's a bug or not. I did ask Google twice about this, and I have not heard back. Google Search Console's Insights view is showing a notification to some users saying that GA4 properties are coming, and because of that, the data may be different. Starting June 1st, 2023, Google said you might notice that some data changes. This is because we'll start using your data from your Google Analytics 4 property. So keep that in mind if you're using Google Search Console Insights. Google launched a new Googlebot this week called Google-InspectionTool. It's basically for the Google URL inspection tool and Google Search Console, and the rich results tool, which is basically a new bot, which Google may or may not use every single time. Google might use the Googlebot original, or may use this new Googlebot inspection tool user agent when you are using the Google Search Console URL inspection tool or the rich results testing tool. So that's pretty cool to see Google has another Googlebot for that. Google is testing new product details and links in web search. It's a new design for what they have currently. This was spotted by Pundit, which is pretty cool. And they have these overall pricing overlays, which we covered before as well. But this is an interesting new design for that. Google's also testing showing circled in enclosed favicons with like a circle around it. This was spotted by Brody Clark, which is pretty interesting as well. So nice spot there. Google has updated their documentation for the translated search results, where Google will automatically translate the search results in a specific language if it deems that it's good for the user in the query. And they added a bunch of new languages. But previously, they only had Indonesia, Hindi, Kannada with a K, Malayalam, and Tamil and Telugu. I'm not pronouncing this right, but now they say they officially saw Bengali, English, French, German, Hindi, Indonesian, and the other ones like we discussed already, including Marthali, Portuguese, Spanish, and the other ones we actually mentioned. So there's a bunch of new languages supported there. They added it into the help doc, which is pretty cool. John Mueller, once a week I have to go ahead and give a John Mueller quote, and he basically said that, let me quote him exactly. He said on Mastodon, every now and then, this is somebody, let me put you in context, somebody complaining that a site is doing something that you shouldn't be doing according to Google Webmaster Guidelines. This is around rich results and putting on too many reviews and scraping reviews from content and so forth and putting on their own website. So John responds, every now and then, a site doing stupid shortcuts like this will end up getting SEO traffic from search, meaning Google search. Most won't, he said. It's a gamble, he said. Like you could gamble when stealing a neighbor's fruits at night and selling them. There's no long-term path. Although, at most, you can make more junk sites, and when it goes bad, nobody will sympathize with you. In my opinion, it's better business to build a long-term presence. Yes, I'm not sure the whole fruit situation, but it's super fun when John Mueller does these things. Also, Google is testing offering shareable links in the Google Maps results and also in the local pack. The shareable links in the map results are spotted by Pundit, who, when you do some searches, there's a recent tab, and you can actually go ahead and create a group of recent searches, click on them, and create a shareable link that you can share with your friends. So if you want to do some planning of driving to certain places, you can share that. And Anuj found that the Places local pack could actually have a shareable link as well, which is super interesting. I don't understand it exactly, but they are testing it. Google Maps is also testing or launching a new sponsor box. This kind of shows a boxed in sponsor label in the actual Maps search results. This is spotted by Punnett. And then also Google Business Profiles is testing a pending label or pin in the actual business profiles situation, which is spotted by Kashul. And then the reviews aren't verified label is actually being tested to show in the actual local pack places result as well. And that was spotted by Shamim. All right, Bing's time. Bing has started to roll out some features that they announced earlier this month. They announced a bunch of new features earlier this month, and they were rolling out chat history, mobile things like Bing, in the Bing app. They also like the Skype app and the SwiftKey app and the Edge app. They're also adding a Bing widget. They added a Bing widget to the iOS and Android. They added continued conversation, mobile conversations on desktop, voice, and multilingual chat support, and a bunch of other things. So Bing started to roll out a bunch of features for Bing Chat this week that they pre-announced earlier. Also, we noticed that Bing Chat also launched visual knowledge cards, visual comparisons, and a bunch of other features as well, which kind of make it look more searchy than it does chatty. And also, Michael Schechter said that Bing Chat is now rolling out access to people who are not signed in, unauthorized or unauthenticated, users who want to try Bing Chat without signing in. They could try it, or they're starting to roll that out, where they'll get up to 5 chats per session. So that's pretty cool to see that. Also, I saw the first example of myself seeing this, where the Microsoft Start Partner label is shown up in the Bing Chat results. The Microsoft Start Partner label is when Microsoft is compensating publishers for using their content directly in Bing Chat. It's part of the Microsoft Partner label. They actually go ahead and talked about this earlier on when they first launched it, that they're going to go ahead and compensate publishers who are part of this Microsoft Start Partner. And this is the first time I actually saw an example of a website being labeled as such in the Bing Chat results, and I assume that website got compensated for showing that result. Also, Microsoft Advertising is prompting users to go ahead and sign up for pubCenter. pubCenter was originally known as content ads for Microsoft, and it was basically an AdSense. It is an AdSense alternative. This notification was spotted by Menachem Ami, who was in the Microsoft Advertising Console, and this popped up there. And it says exclusive opportunity to earn more money from your website. It's like, it basically goes through, do you have AdSense already? You can go ahead and sign up for this. You don't have to have a certain amount of traffic. We're doing this for small publishers, and you can make money as an alternative to AdSense. So it's nice to see Microsoft pushing that once again, because it was a good alternative. I know Yahoo also had a version early on called Yahoo Publisher Center or Network. Now this is called the Microsoft pubCenter. And finally, the last thing I want to discuss was Google Shopping ads and the organic Google Merchant free listings. Now you can go ahead and use search terms for COVID-19 related terms. Looks like we're kind of ending at that era, which is pretty nice to see. But if you were selling stuff that were COVID-19 related stuff like vaccines or masks or whatever, you can now do that for your free listings and Google Shopping listings using Google Merchant Center. In any event, thank you so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. It's the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at saroundtable.com over the past week. Again, today is May 19th, Friday. Thanks to Wix for sponsoring you again. I deeply appreciate it. Everyone, a great, safe, and healthy weekend. I'll speak to you guys next. Goodbye.